Check 1, 2.
Go! Curious about real estate? Yes! Then you've come to the right place. Get the knowledge you need. Get over the fear and get started. This is the Michael Quarles Real Estate Show with your host, Michael Quarles.
Hey everybody, Michael Quarles with Michael Quarles Real Estate Show, and we have podcast number 199. We have 5 questions sent in by real estate investors, and I'm going to try my best. And remember, if you have a question, send it to support@michaelquarles.com. One more time, support@michaelquarles.com. A little housekeeping, need some more iTunes reviews and rankings. That's great when you guys do that for me. Also, we are launching our joint venture program. If you want more information about that, go to michaelquarles.com. You will see the menu item on the toolbar that says JV Platinum Program. Click that on and follow along, and we will get a hold of you and chat with you about that. Other than that, let's get this thing going. Question number 1. I'm a new investor and I'm stuck at generating leads. What's your take on pre-foreclosures? Now, pre-foreclosure, there's some people that think of one thing and some people think of another thing. Is a pre-foreclosure a notice of default, or is a pre-foreclosure a mortgage late? I think it's a notice of default because we have the trustee sell stage. And in some areas, we don't have the notice of default and trustee sell stage. We have list pendings and then the sell date. So depending on what part of the country you're in. So what is my take on it? If we had a list of all of the equity-based properties in your area, and I just wrote a thought on this one. So it's like one of my last couple thoughts. So if you go under the thoughts section of the site, you can actually read about the 2 or 3 or 4 lists I think you should have if you can have them. But if you have your master equity lists in your area, and then you pull your pre-foreclosure list, if your pre-foreclosures are on your equity list, absolutely. Fall forward, market to it. With that said, if there's a major issue with the property. So, and the issue would be something like the properties are eroded, someone stole the inside, there's been violence or death or those kinds of things in the property where the lender doesn't want to go through the normal channels of reselling that on a short sale, and they'll discount over the 82% somewhat frequently, then I would market to those too. But all the other ones, wouldn't do it to today's market. Short sales are just a little bit too difficult to do, and I wouldn't do it. So question number 2. What info is gathered by your Alex? Is this information gathered by Alex received from phone calls or forms filled out on AdWords? Both. I'll back up. I say both, but it's a lot of one and a little of the other. In fact, the little of the other is nominal. I mean, we're just confirming it. Even if we get it, we're going to confirm it during the Alex script. So they use the same scripts no matter where they come from. So if it's a referral, if it's a call-in, if it's a marketed call-in, if it's a pay-per-click, some people walk in. So everything's treated the same. And the information it's gathered, great question. The easiest way to determine what's gathered is to listen to some of the daily deals. And you can kind of follow along and see what they do. It's the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I think that's a great platform for those of you out there that one may be brand new and may not have a realization that this is real, meaning you hear it's real, but you don't know it's real. Well, these are temp serve people when they started for me, and they're not investors. They've never wanted to be an investor. They still don't want to be an investor, so they're not trying to be at this as a profession. And so you have you're miles ahead of them already. So just listen to those, understand that if they can do it, so can you.
Thanks for listening. We'll be right back. Are you running out of leads? It's time you tried Yellow Letters at yellowletters.com. Get motivated seller leads through yellow letters, postcards, zip letters, typed professional letters, greeting cards, door hangers, and business cards. Yellow Letters is a full-service marketing company created with your success in mind. Get the personal attention you need to get your direct mail campaign started and get in touch at yellowletters.com.
And we are back in 3, 2, 1.
Question number 3. Does an answering service handle this first Alex portion? No, everything's in-house. Everything's in-house. And that's one of the great things about the JV program is that if you are contemplating or wanting someone to take from marketing to call capture, call follow-up, and follow up some more, and that follow-up is the outbound calls at 3, 5, 10, 15, 30, 60, 90, 3 texts, 30, 60, 90. Of course, you have the text when they text in. And then 29 emails that are going to go out over 58 days. If you want that kind of stuff, that's what the joint venture is all about. Where we do all that stuff, where we answer the phones, we do all that, the legwork of determining value and getting them under contract and then do a joint venture with you. So that's kind of what that is. But it's our own call center. So I'm type A personality. I want to do everything my way. And let's face it, I think it has handled itself better. Question number 4. I have heard you say many times that money is made on follow-up. Do you have a yellow letter that can be used for someone that you have already made an offer to? I don't have a yellow letter. We have a how we did form that we send out to everybody. That's basically says, did we show up on time? And basically for us, that means the appointment. And were we courteous? Did we explain the program? If we didn't buy the house, why didn't we buy the house? Was our offer too low? If it was too low, how much would we have had to increase it? Those kinds of things. And that's just a follow-up form. Now, if you're asking, what do you send them next? From a marketing perspective, it's cluster marketing. So it's whatever the piece is next. You treat everybody the same. On your follow-ups, you're just, when you have an offer and when you've spoken to somebody, you're going to follow up, but you're still going to follow up at 15, 30, 60, 90. And then you're going to follow up at, 3, 7, and 10 on your offer, and then send that one, how do we do questionnaire out. I hope that makes sense, but yeah, follow up. Question number 5. In the script Ryan reads, she says, if necessary, you can stay in the house as long as you need to. Does that imply that they can stay in it until close or sometimes after close? No, it's still until close. Considering something sold, and here's the peace of mind, you can consider your house sold, not only sold to somebody who can actually afford to buy it, and you can stay in your house as long as you need to, and we can close on the day of your choice. So that's basically giving them however much time they need to move out, find the new house. I bought a house a year later that was under contract. So the cool thing for us is if it goes up in value, we are not renegotiating the contract. We just made money because the seller stayed in the house until, close. If it goes down in value, we have to renegotiate the contract. So that's good upside. Great questions, really fast. And I hope I got some prayers for my friend Natalie. She sure could use them, guys and gals. If you're at all into prayer, please say one for her. She's in a bad space, and I don't know if you listened to the last podcast. However, she can use your help if you are so inclined. I appreciate you guys sending these questions in. And remember, hold yourself accountable. Use that form that's under, I think it's wealth. Text the word wealth to the number 313131, and that will send you a form for 10 days to hold yourself accountable. At some point during that, you can bookmark that form so you can actually do it on your own after the 10 days. But man, that's just a way to keep yourself held accountable, which is the biggest thing we have to really, really work on, is that accountability to ourselves and our life. This is a one-way trip. Let's make it the best we can make it. Go out and buy a house today, okay? Become that guerrilla investor. Guerrilla investor. You guys can do it. I know you can. Go buy a house. Talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to the Michael Quarles Real Estate Show. Get more info and stay in touch at michaelquarles.com.